Have you ever wondered why modern life, with all its conveniences, leaves us more exhausted and stressed than ever? Every day, we pop painkillers, rely on caffeine to stay alert, yet our health continues to decline. What if we've forgotten the innate healing power within us? Today, let's uncover 10 secrets from 2,500 years of Buddhist wisdom. Keys to rejuvenating your body and mind without a single pill. Are you ready to begin? Take a deep breath, and let's start. 1. Meditation, bridging mind-body harmony. Let's talk about something revolutionary, free, timeless, and available to everyone. It's not a pill, a gadget, or a miracle cure. It's meditation. And here's why it's the ultimate game changer for your health. You've probably heard people say, just meditate. But let's cut through the noise. Why does sitting still and breathing matter so much? Well, science has cracked the code. A groundbreaking study from Yale University found that just 10 minutes of daily meditation can physically rewire your brain, shrinking the stress-prone amygdala and thickening the prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for focus and emotional control. Let that sink in. Stress isn't just a feeling, it's a biological wildfire. And meditation? It's your fire extinguisher. But here's the catch. Meditation isn't about emptying your mind or becoming a Zen master. That's a myth. Think of it as a mental shower. You don't judge yourself for being dirty, you just rinse off the grime. Every time you sit down, close your eyes, and breathe, you're scrubbing away the mental clutter, the deadlines, the doubts, the endless to-do lists. And what's left? A version of you that's calmer, clearer, and weirdly lighter. The Buddha called this the middle way, not avoiding life's chaos, but finding peace within it. Picture this. Your mind is like a stormy ocean. Thoughts crash like waves, fears swirl like riptides. Meditation teaches you to dive beneath the surface, where the water is still. That's where your power lies. It's not about stopping the storm, it's about learning to float. Now, let's get practical. How do you start? Forget lotus positions or incense. Here's the no BS guide. 1. Steal moments. You don't need an hour. 3 minutes while your coffee brews? Perfect. 2. Anchor your breath. Breathe in for 4 counts. Hold for 4, exhale for 6. This isn't woo-woo, it's biology. Lengthening your exhale triggers the vagus nerve, flipping your body from fight or flight to rest and digest. 3. Embrace the chaos. Your mind will wander. That's okay. The magic isn't in perfection. It's in the act of gently bringing yourself back. Each time you do, you're flexing your mental resilience muscle. Still skeptical? Let's talk real-world results. Sarah, a nurse from Texas, meditated for 30 days straight. By day 10, her chronic migraines, the ones that made her pop Advil like candy, vanished. By day 30, her coworkers asked if she'd had work done. Nope, just her brain got a glow up. But here's the kicker. Meditation isn't selfish. When you heal your mind, you heal your relationships. You stop snapping at your kids. You listen instead of waiting to speak. You become the calm in other people's storms. As the Buddha said, peace within, peace without. So here's your challenge. Tonight, before bed, try this. Sit on the edge of your mattress. Set a timer for 3 minutes. Breathe like this in 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let your thoughts pass like clouds. If your brain screams, "This is stupid," smile and keep breathing. That's it. No pressure, no grades. Just you, showing up for yourself. Because here's the truth. Your mind isn't broken. It's just tired. And meditation? It's not a luxury. It's maintenance, like changing the oil in your car. Skip it, and things start breaking down. But stick with it, and you'll realize the peace you've been chasing, it's been inside you all along. But is your mind poisoning itself with negativity? Let's explore rule number 2, positive thinking, the miracle within. Let's talk about a superpower you already possess, one that doesn't require a cape, a lab, or a single dollar. It's positive thinking. And before you roll your eyes, hear this. A Harvard study tracking thousands of people over decades found that optimists live 15 years longer than pessimists. Let that sink in. 15 years. That's not magic, it's neuroscience. Here's the brutal truth. Your brain is a prediction machine. Whatever story you feed it, I'm stuck, I'll never succeed, life's unfair, it scrambles to make that story come true. Why? Because your mind hates cognitive dissonance. It'd rather turn lies into reality than admit it's wrong. So when you say, "I'm not good enough," your brain goes, "Challenge accepted," and starts collecting evidence to prove you right. But flip the script, and something wild happens. The Buddha nailed it 2,500 years ago. You become what you think. Modern science calls this neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to rewire itself based on your thoughts. Every time you focus on gratitude, hope, or even neutrality, because let's face it, toxic positivity is exhausting. You're carving new neural highways. Over time, these paths become your brain's default routes. Suddenly, setbacks feel like detours, not dead ends. Let's get real. Positive thinking isn't about slapping a smile on during a meltdown. It's about training your brain to spot the crack of light in the darkest room. Take Jessica, a teacher from Chicago. After her divorce, her inner monologue was a broken record. "I'm unlovable. I'll die alone." Then she tried a 7-day experiment. Every morning, she wrote down 3 tiny things she was grateful for. Day 1, my cat didn't barf on the rug. Day 4, the barista remembered my coffee order. By day 7, she caught herself thinking, maybe there's more good than I thought. Your challenge: for 1 week, write 3 gratitudes every morning. Not grand stuff. Mundane miracles count. The smell of rain, a text from a friend, socks that match. Why? Because gratitude isn't a feeling, it's a skill. And like any skill, it gets stronger with practice. Studies show that in just 7 days, this habit shifts your brain's negativity bias, that jerk that fixates on bad news, into scavenger hunt mode for joy. But here's the kicker. Positive thinking isn't just about you. When you radiate hope, you become a walking antidote to cynicism. Imagine this. You compliment a stranger's laugh. They pass that warmth to a coworker. The coworker doesn't snap at their kid that night. It's a ripple effect, one that starts with your choice to say, "Today, I'll look for the light." Skeptical? Let's talk biology. Negative thoughts flood your body with cortisol, the stress hormone that weakens immunity, ages your cells, and shrinks your brain. Positive thoughts? They release dopamine and serotonin, chemicals that boost energy, repair cells, and make you want to take care of yourself. So when Harvard says optimists live longer, they're saying hope is a survival mechanism. But, and this is crucial, don't gaslight yourself. If you're grieving, angry, or burned out, forcing positivity backfires. The goal isn't to ignore pain. It's to say, this hurts, and somewhere, a sunflower is still turning toward the light. Balance, not denial. So tonight, try this. Swap one toxic thought for a neutral one. Instead of, "I'm a failure," try "this didn't work yet." Instead of "everything's terrible," try "today was hard." Tomorrow's a new page. Small pivots, big shifts. Because here's the truth. Your thoughts aren't facts. They're suggestions. And you're the CEO. You get to say, "Thanks, brain, but we're going this way instead." But loving others is hard. Loving yourself is harder. Dare to face rule number 3, self-love, healing from within. Let's get uncomfortably honest. When was the last time you treated yourself like someone you love? Not the performative bubble baths or Instagram affirmations. I'm talking raw, unfiltered compassion. The kind you'd give a friend who just lost their job or a child who scraped their knee. Here's the brutal truth. We're the meanest to the person we spend 24/7 with, ourselves. You'd never tell your best friend, "You're pathetic for burning the toast," but you'll scream it at yourself over a kitchen mishap. Why? Because somewhere along the way, we bought the lie that self-criticism fuels growth. Spoiler, it doesn't. It fuels shame. And shame? It's a creativity killer, a joy thief, and the silent saboteur of every dream you've ever had. Self-love isn't narcissism. It's not about plastering good vibes only over your pain. It's about showing up for yourself like a guardian, not a judge. Think about it. If your body were a temple, would you let a bully graffiti the walls? Then why let your inner critic scribble "not enough" on your soul? The Buddha said it best. You, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. Let's break that down. Deserve, not earn. Not when you lose 10 pounds or get the promotion. Unconditional. Period. Here's your wake-up call. Self-love is a radical act of rebellion in a world that profits from your self-doubt. Social media sells filters to fix your face. Diet culture weaponizes kale to make you hate your cravings. Even productivity gurus preach grinding until burnout, as if exhaustion is a badge of honor. But you're opting out. Let's get practical. Tonight, try this. Stand in front of a mirror. Yes, really. And say, I'm sorry. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry for every time you called yourself stupid over a mistake. Thank you for your legs that carry you, your lungs that breathe, your heart that keeps beating despite the hurt. I love you, not because you're perfect, but because you're alive, and that's enough. Still feel awkward? Good. Growth lives outside comfort zones. Ask Jason, a firefighter from Colorado. After surviving a wildfire that nearly killed him, he realized, I'd risk my life for strangers, but I'd never once told myself, you matter. So he started a simple ritual. Every night, he places his calloused hand over his heart and whispers, you did good today. No fireworks, no epiphanies, just a man choosing to see his worth. But here's the catch. Self-love isn't a one-time event. It's daily maintenance, like brushing your teeth for your soul. Some days, it's fierce boundaries. No, I won't work late again. Other days, it's messy grace. I yelled at my kids today, but I'll try better tomorrow. And if you're thinking, but I've made so many mistakes, stop. Your past doesn't define your worth. Even the moon has phases where it disappears, but its light isn't gone. It's just gathering strength to shine again. You're allowed to be a work in progress. You're allowed to need help. You're allowed to rest. Because here's the secret. The moment you stop fighting yourself, you free up energy to truly live. Once you've made peace with yourself, learn to listen to your body with rule number 4, mindful eating, food as medicine. Let's play a game. Think about your last meal. Did you taste the first bite? Notice the crunch of vegetables or the warmth of broth? Or were you scrolling, working, or stress-shoveling food like it's a chore? If you're cringing, welcome to the club. Modern life has turned eating into a mindless race, and it's making us sick. Digestive issues, weight gain, and even chronic inflammation often start at the dinner table. But here's the good news. Food isn't just fuel, it's information. Every bite sends messages to your cells. And mindful eating? It's how you rewrite those messages from emergency to nourishment incoming. Mindful eating isn't about kale salads or calorie counts. It's about rebuilding your relationship with food, one conscious bite at a time. Think of it as a meditation for your mouth. The Buddha called meals miracles because they connect us to Earth's cycles. Sunlight trapped in rice grains, rain transformed into watermelon sweetness. When you eat mindlessly, you miss the magic. But when you slow down, you realize, this tomato grew from dirt. This bread took someone's hands to knead. This meal is a love letter from the universe. Science backs this up. A Harvard study found that mindful eaters absorb 30% more nutrients, even from the same foods, because stress-free digestion unlocks your body's full processing power. Another study showed it reduces binge eating by 75%. How? By teaching you to recognize actual hunger versus emotional emptiness. Here's your challenge. Before your next meal, press pause for 10 seconds. Smile at your plate. Breathe in the aroma. Ask, what am I truly hungry for? Is it comfort? Energy? Joy? Then, take one tiny bite. Let it linger. Notice the texture, the saltiness, the way it feels on your tongue. This isn't woo-woo, it's biohacking. By eating slowly, you give your brain time to register fullness, cutting cravings before they start. Take Maria, a busy lawyer in Miami. She used to inhale lunches at her desk, chasing meals with antacids. Then she tried the 20-minute meal rule. No screens, no work, just 20 minutes of focused eating. Within weeks, her acid reflux vanished. She lost 8 pounds without dieting. Turns out, my body knows what it needs, she laughed. I just had to stop yelling over it. But let's get real. Life's chaotic. Some days, you'll eat over the sink. That's okay. Perfection isn't the goal, awareness is. Even one mindful bite daily trains your brain to see food as an ally, not the enemy. So tonight, try this. Swap, I shouldn't eat this for I choose to savor this. Guilt poisons digestion. Gratitude unlocks healing. Your body isn't a trash can, it's a temple. Treat it like one. But health isn't just about food. Your lifestyle holds the key. Discover rule number 5. Healthy habits, small steps to happiness. Let's debunk the biggest myth about healthy living. You don't need a gym membership, a kale farm, or a 5 a.m. routine to feel better. In fact, the most powerful habits are laughably simple. So simple we ignore them. Think about it. You'll spend hours researching the perfect protein powder, but skip sleep like it's optional. Newsflash: burning the candle at both ends isn't hustle, it's self-sabotage. A University of Pennsylvania study found that losing just 1 hour of sleep is equivalent to drinking 2 glasses of wine in terms of impaired judgment. So if you're bragging about your 4 a.m. emails, you're showing up to life tipsy. Healthy habits aren't about punishment or perfection. They're about syncing with your body's ancient wisdom. Your body isn't a machine. It's a living ecosystem that thrives on rhythm. Think of it like a car. You wouldn't floor the gas pedal 24/7 and then wonder why the engine blew up. So why treat your body that way? Start with micro habits. Changes so small they're nearly impossible to fail. Sleep 30 minutes earlier, not 2 hours. Not even 1. Just 30. The Buddha called sleep the first medicine for a reason. Drink warm water upon waking, not lemon key and whatever TikTok says. Just water. It kickstarts digestion like a gentle nudge, not a shove. Walk 5 minutes after meals, no Fitbit goals. Just stroll to your mailbox or dance while loading the dishwasher. Your gut will thank you. Here's the neuroscience magic: 21 days. That's how long it takes to rewire your brain's habit loops. Miss a day? No big deal. Progress, not perfection. Take Mark, a programmer in Seattle. He swapped his third coffee for herbal tea and added a 7-minute break. By day 21, his chronic back pain, the one he blamed on his chair, vanished. Turns out, my body just wanted to move, he said. But here's the kicker. Your habits shape your identity. Every time you choose water over soda, you're not just hydrating. You're whispering to your brain, I'm someone who cares about me. And that tiny shift, it's atomic. Soon, you'll crave the good stuff because it aligns with who you are. Now, let's get radical. Embrace ugly habits. If jogging feels like torture, dance in your pajamas. If salads bore you, roast veggies with chili honey. The Buddha didn't preach rigidity. He taught the middle way. Your version of healthy should spark joy, not dread. Tonight, try this. Replace one autopilot habit with a 2-minute upgrade. Scrolling before bed? Try leg stretches on the floor. Reaching for chips? Eat 3 almonds slowly first. Tiny wins compound into life-changing results. But can you truly thrive in concrete jungles? Return to rule number 6. Nature's therapy, Earth's free healing. Let's be real. Modern life is loud. Notifications ping, deadlines loom, and the weight of the world feels like it's crushing your shoulders. But what if I told you the antidote isn't in a pill or a productivity hack? It's literally beneath your feet. Science proves that spending just 20 minutes in nature lowers cortisol, the stress hormone, by 21%. Even better, people living near green spaces are 30% less likely to battle depression. Trees aren't just pretty, they're therapists in leaf form. Here's the kicker. Nature doesn't ask you to do anything. No goals, no to-do lists. Just be. When was the last time you let yourself exist without an agenda? That's nature's first lesson. Letting go isn't lazy, it's liberation. The Buddha didn't achieve enlightenment in a boardroom. He sat under a Bodhi tree, roots grounding him, leaves whispering ancient truths. You don't need a rainforest, your backyard oak, or a potted fern works. Try this today. Take off your shoes and stand on grass for 5 minutes. Feel the earth's pulse through your soles. Then, press your palm to a tree trunk. Close your eyes. Breathe in the oxygen it spent decades creating just for you. That tingling warmth? That's you syncing with the planet's heartbeat. Studies show earthing, skin-to-earth contact, reduces inflammation, boosts immunity, and resets your nervous system. No fancy gadgets needed. Still skeptical? Meet Lena, an NYC stockbroker who traded her lunch breaks in skyscrapers for park bench salads. I thought nature was for hippies, she laughed. But after 2 weeks, my insomnia vanished. Now, I hug my neighborhood maple like it's my therapist. Nature's magic isn't in grandeur. It's in details we've forgotten to see. The fractal perfection of a pine cone. The way sunlight dances through leaves. The smell of petrichor after rain. These aren't just nice moments. They're biological reset buttons, evolution hardwired into us. We're not meant to live under fluorescent lights. We're meant to chase fireflies and nap in hammocks. So here's your prescription. Find your Bodhi spot, a patch of grass, a lakeside rock, even a sunny windowsill. Go there daily. Don't meditate. Don't journal. Just exist. Let nature remind you, you're not separate from the earth. You are the earth, temporarily in human form. But modern life is chaos. How do you find peace? Rule number 7 has answers. 7. Simplify life. Less is more. Let's play a quick game. Look around your space right now. How many things do you see that you truly need or love? If you're mentally tallying a mountain of clutter, you're not alone. Modern life sells us a lie. More stuff equals more happiness. But science reveals the opposite. Cluttered spaces spike cortisol, the stress hormone, by 15%. That pile of unworn clothes, the 1,000 unread emails, the calendar crammed with maybe plans, they're not just things. They're anchors dragging down your peace. Simplifying isn't about living in a white-walled box or tossing sentimental treasures. It's about curating your life like a museum, keeping only what sparks joy or purpose. The Buddha called this non-attachment, not rejection, but liberation. Think of Marie, a teacher in Austin, drowning in her dream, Pinterest-perfect home. I was vacuuming knickknacks instead of living, she admits. After donating 70% of her stuff, she said, "My house feels lighter, and so do I." Here's your freedom formula. Start small, but ruthless. 1. The 5-minute purge. Attack one drawer. Keep only what you use or adore. 2. Digital detox. Delete 100 old photos/emails. Your phone isn't a guilt storage unit. 3. The hell yes rule. If a request doesn't ignite a hell yes, say no. Your time is sacred. This isn't minimalism, it's mental feng shui. Every item, task, or toxic tie you release creates space for what matters: creativity, connection, breathing room. The Buddha didn't hoard scrolls. He carried just his bowl and wisdom. You don't need 10 pairs of shoes or 30 friends who drain you. Tonight, try this. Fill a trash bag with things you forgot existed. Don't overthink, just let go. You'll sleep lighter, knowing your world finally matches your priorities. But did you know 90% of your actions are subconscious? Unlock rule number 8. Reprogram your subconscious, the key to change. Ever wonder why you keep making the same mistakes? Dating the wrong people, procrastinating, or doubting yourself? Blame your subconscious, the invisible autopilot running 95% of your decisions. Think of it as a playlist stuck on repeat, blasting old tracks like "I'm not enough" or "I'll always fail." The good news? You're the DJ. With 5 minutes a day, you can rewrite those tracks into power anthems. Here's how it works. Your subconscious is a sponge, soaking up beliefs from childhood traumas, societal noise, and past failures. Left unchecked, it's like letting a toddler code your life software. But affirmations are your control plus alt plus delete. When you repeat, "I am worthy of love," or "challenges make me stronger," you're not lying to yourself. You're hacking neural pathways. The Buddha called this planting mental seeds. Water them daily, and they'll grow into unshakable self-belief. Try this. Every morning, stare into your eyes in a mirror and declare one affirmation, even if it feels awkward. Why? Mirror work forces you to confront the gap between who you are and who you're becoming. Take Derek, a recovering addict in Nashville. He started whispering, "I choose peace over pain," while brushing his teeth. After 30 days, he says, "I stopped reaching for the bottle when stressed. My brain finally believed there was another way." Skeptical? Neuroscience shows consistent affirmations light up the brain's reward centers, releasing dopamine that makes new beliefs stick. It's not magic, it's muscle memory for your mind. And no, you don't need to believe the words at first. Fake it till your brain makes it. But here's the twist. Your subconscious is a sneaky mimic. It absorbs energy from everyone around you. That's why affirmations work best paired with environmental pruning. Ditch the friends who mock your growth. Unfollow accounts that fuel insecurity. Protect your mental garden like the Buddha protected his Bodhi tree, with fierce, loving boundaries. But don't dismiss modern medicine. Rule number 9 surprises you. 9. East meets West. Wisdom without borders. Let's settle the debate once and for all. You don't have to choose between Advil and acupuncture. This isn't a Marvel movie where Eastern and Western medicine are archenemies. They're teammates, and when they work together, you win. Think of it like this. If your house is on fire, you call 911, Western medicine's ER heroes. But to prevent future fires, you install smoke detectors and learn fire safety, Eastern wisdom's preventive care. Both save lives, just differently. Western medicine shines in crises. Broken bone. Antibiotics for infection? Yes, thank you. But it often treats the body like a car engine. Fix the part, ignore the driver. That's where Eastern wisdom steps in. The Buddha's middle way isn't about mixing green juice with Prozac. It's about honoring both the symptom and the source. Acupuncture isn't just needles. It's rerouting your body's energy highways. Herbs like turmeric aren't trendy. They're nature's anti-inflammatories, used for 4,000 years. Take Emma, a cancer survivor in San Francisco. Chemo saved her life, but left her drained and depressed. Her doctor prescribed antidepressants, but she also added Tai Chi and adaptogenic mushrooms. The meds helped me function, she says. The Tai Chi helped me want to function. Here's your hybrid health hack. For acute pain/infection, pop that pill guilt-free. Then use meditation to reduce inflammation long-term. For chronic issues, anxiety, fatigue, pair doctor visits with herbal teas or yoga. Studies show combining antidepressants with mindfulness boosts recovery by 40%. Daily prevention. Swap third coffee with matcha. Hello, L-theanine calm. Use blue light blockers and eye massage techniques from Ayurveda. The Buddha didn't reject medicine. He rejected dependency. Balance means you're not chained to any system. You're free to grab an Imodium and sip ginger tea for your upset stomach. You're empowered to say, I'll take the MRI results seriously and also realign my chakras. And finally, rule number 10 gives you ultimate power, self-healing, your inner doctor. Let's get one thing straight. Your body isn't a helpless patient. It's a self-repairing superhero. Every second, without any effort, it heals cuts, fights viruses, and regenerates 330 billion cells. But here's the twist. You hold the remote control. Studies show patients with unshakable belief in recovery heal 40% faster, even with identical treatments. Why? Because your mind isn't a passenger. It's the co-pilot of your biology. The Buddha called ignorance, not germs or genes, the root of suffering. When you believe you're fragile, you become it. But when you awaken to your body's innate genius, that's when magic happens. Picture this. Your cells are tiny soldiers. Stress whispers, retreat. Courage shouts, charge. Who's your cell's general? You. Here's your daily power ritual. 1. Hand on heart. Place your palm where there's pain, physical or emotional. 2. Breathe gold. Inhale deeply, imagining golden light, nature's reset button, flooding the area. 3. Affirm aloud. My body knows how to heal. I trust its wisdom. Take Jake, a construction worker with chronic back pain. Meds failed. Then he tried 10 minutes of nightly visualization, picturing his spine glowing like molten gold. Within weeks, he said, the pain faded. My doctor called it a mind-over-matter miracle. Spoiler, it's not magic, it's neuroplasticity. Your brain can't tell real healing from vividly imagined healing. Use that. But self-healing isn't denial. If you're bleeding, get stitches. This is about partnership. Modern medicine mends the crack. Your belief rebuilds the foundation. The Buddha didn't reject doctors. He rejected the lie that we're powerless. Your body's default setting isn't sickness, it's radiant balance. Disease is a detour, not destiny. So tonight, ditch the fighting cancer narrative. Instead, whisper, my body, I'm here to support your return to harmony. These 10 rules aren't theory, they're my journey. From chronic stress, I learned to listen to my body and reclaim peace. You can too. Start with one rule that resonates. Subscribe for step-by-step guides. Share this with someone you care about. Health is a gift to give. Join me next time for sound frequency healing meditation.